Hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel. We're going to be making a bracelet today. We're going to be linking it together with a 22 gauge 6mm wire. Hope I'm saying that right. We're going to be using some very beautiful stones. We can choose in between 8mm, 6mm. We're going to go ahead and use a 6mm. I know that I'm probably going to measure this out, but you really don't have to. 12 inches is actually enough wire because you're going to be cutting it anyway, because we're going to be linking this bracelet together, and I'm going to show you how. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make our loop, and then we're going to be adding an extender chain. The extender chain is going to help in case the bracelet's a little bit too small. The extender chain is where you're going to be able to make the bracelet larger. I don't use jump rings when I do my bracelet because jump rings have a tendency to open up and fall off your arm. So we're going to go ahead and link this extender chain onto this bracelet. This will be the very beginning. If we need to make it larger, it's very easy to make it larger in case it was too small for someone. All we have to do is cut off the extender chain, make another loop, and add a couple more stones and put the extender chain back on, which we can make it larger. It's not a problem. We're going to go ahead and mark our needle nose pliers, because if you mark them that way, every link that you make is going to be precisely the same size. If you don't mark it, then you might move up too far on it, and maybe you'll have one link a lot bigger than the other. They don't have to be exact, but it's better to keep them precisely about the same. Don't worry about removing the permanent marker. You can get that off with a little bit of alcohol. It'll take it right off. Normally, I wear it off by the time I'm finished making the bracelet anyways. Here we're going to start off with our first loop on the other side of the first bead that we just put on. I know I'm going to be jumping out of frame a whole lot. If I remake this video, it would take me way too long. I apologize for this, but as we get farther into the video, I'm going to be bringing it in a little bit closer and do my best to stay in frame so you can see exactly how to make a link. Now, normally when I make a bracelet, I usually measure it out about 17 inches. You can go all the way up to 18 or 19, depending on the arm. Most of the time when someone orders a bracelet for me, they usually will measure their arm to give me some idea how long they'd like to have it. But like I said, all we have to do is take off the extender and add a couple more beads if we need to make it larger. But normally I make them about 17 inches long. And that's what's so good about adding the extender. It's just in case it is a little snug, you're able to clip it onto the extender. I think that's what they have that purpose for. Not sure. Even though it's super cute when you wear it. If anybody knows how to add a link at the bottom of your YouTube videos, could you please let me know, because I haven't got no clue. I've been trying to figure it out and I still haven't been able to find a spot where I can link the DIY so you guys can find the DIY material. Here we go. We're going to go a little bit closer. I am probably going to jump out of frame. I don't mean to. You wouldn't believe how close you've got to be when you pull that camera in, and I'm telling you, I'm learning. It's just taking longer than I wanted it to, but it is definitely an experience. If you've never done a YouTube channel, try it. It's something else. I can't help it, but I have to keep apologizing for going out of frame. Whew. I'll be so glad when I get this down the right way. I know that it's very aggravating when you're trying to see what that person's doing and all of a sudden they just go to the other side of the screen. And again, I apologize for that. It terribly frustrates me when I see myself go out of frame. But to remake a video, you guys, takes a long time. Not only do you have to make the video, then you have to come in and do your audio and edit your video and do your voiceover. It takes 4 to 5 hours to make one YouTube video, and for me to remake it. Hopefully my next video will be a lot better. I'm learning as I go, though. That's the good thing. Never give up on yourself. Always try. Always keep going. Don't let anybody or anyone discourage you. Be you, be real, don't sugarcoat it, and just go do it. And if you're curious on how I'm bending that wire with my fingers, we are using a soft wire. It's very strong, but also a very soft wire, very easy to work with. That's what I love about the Fadeless wire, non-tarnish wire. It is a copper wire, but this copper wire here has been treated. There's also, it's been tested. And believe me, it don't tarnish, it don't turn your skin. It is an amazing wire. And I'll be so glad when I figure out how to put that link at the bottom where you guys can go snipe you up some of this Fadeless wire. But I have to tell you that this wire is a little bit more expensive I cannot talk, than your regular wire that you get off of Amazon, the regular copper wire. But the regular copper wire just tarnishes, it turns on your arm and your fingers. Believe me, I love this wire. Right here, I'm just going to show you a sample. I'm not going to attach it to the bracelet. I'm going to show you how, once you get it looped, how to wrap it. Besides, that was a little bit too short to be adding to it anyway, but I hope you got the idea. I will be making another one of these videos doing the link and showing you how to do the link. I'm going to try to do it close up like this, but try my best to stay in frame. Maybe I'll just make a little short video and it will be a little bit easier for me to concentrate on. I'm going to go get some cutters that have a little bit better point to them. It'll make it a little easier to get close to the length. That way I don't have to hopefully. Be careful, don't cut the rest of your wire. I think I made that mistake in the video somewhere, maybe not, I'm not sure, don't remember. But if you do, you'll have to kind of start all over with that section, not the whole thing, just that section. Here's another sample of how this works. You're going to watch me cut this off because if you noticed, I didn't link the bracelet to it. If you don't link the bracelet to it, it's not going to work. So that was just a small sample of how that all links together. And here's the right way. When you're doing a video, they definitely do not give you enough room in that frame to raise your arms. I rarely raise my hands up and I'm out of frame. I've got to learn to keep my hands in one spot. Make sure you get those little cut-ins tucked in really well. Let's go ahead and measure this baby. We need about 2 more 6mm stones added on here, and we should be almost at the end. Now we're going to go ahead and add the lobster claw on the end. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. I'm not going to use any jump rings. That was the word I was looking for. I don't like to use jump rings because they have a tendency to open. You know how they're pre-cut. And when you expand them out and then put them on the piece of jewelry, if you do any kind of tugging or get pulled on, it doesn't take much for them to break with the jump rings. I use jump rings. I just don't particularly like to use them on like ankle bracelets and simple bracelets like this. Sorry guys, out of frame again. Oh yeah, this is where I messed up. This is where I made the mistake. And you see I had to remove the lobster claw because I didn't do it right. So I had to cut off that link and make a new link. Basically like just doing it over. I also took off the jump ring off of the lobster claw. There was one attached to it already. I am using sterling silver in the lobster claw. That way nothing on there is going to turn or tarnish. I know I had to speed it up on this part, but I will do a video here soon and I will make sure I'm a little bit closer and I'll make sure that you're able to see what I'm doing. Even if I have to make the video over like 15,000 times, I'm going to get it right. Just make sure that we get these secured in there so nobody will get scratched. And then we're going to try this baby on. I'm going to try my best to do this by myself, get this on my arm by myself. I usually can do it, but sometimes you might need a little helping hand when it comes to putting on a bracelet with a lobster claw, but I did it. And you see there's the extender if you need to make it a little bit larger, a little bit looser. And the other bracelet I have on is called a love knot. I make those too, and I'll be showing y'all how to do that here soon also. I can slightly get my finger underneath it so it's not too tight, but if I need to extend it, that's why the extender chain was added. So as you can see, there's so many things that we can do to make it ourselves. Even start a small business if you'd like to. Once you learn all the techniques, there's so many different ones, and it's taken me years to learn all these things. But I decided I wanted to share it with the rest of the world. So don't forget to subscribe, follow, whatever you have to do here on YouTube, because I think the more subscribers, the better off you are, or something like that. You earn brownie points or something like that. Anyway, thank you if you do subscribe. Thank you so much for following me. Thank you so much for being here for me and show me your love and support. It is deeply appreciated. And if you want to leave a comment, go ahead. Please try to be kind. Being kind never hurt anyone. And we'll see you in the next video. I know that silver and gold don't go together, but I already had the silver love knot on, as y'all noticed. But we're going to go ahead and try to get this ended here, making a few adjustments on my arm. And then we're going to say farewell, and I'll see you on my next video. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, whatever it is that you do here on YouTube. It's a learning process, and I will get there. Thank you so, so much. But as you can tell, I can never make up my mind. We're going to go ahead and link that together and make ourselves a little love heart. Again, thank you so much for your love and support, and I hope to see you on the next video.